So let's talk tax appraisal. Everyone is starting to get their notices, and if you have not gotten your 2023 notices yet, time to log in to your prospective county websites and pull up what your new value is. Now, we would think this year, after the outpouring of outrage last year about how much our tax values rose, that you would see a little softening in that this year, but apparently it's not happening. Many have already started to contact me to let me know that their tax appraisal has gone up 50, 60, 70, 80,000 plus again this year. For you all, it's frustrating as well as myself. So I'm going to give you some tips on how to protest those taxes. And then we will provide a PDF to download that goes through some of the things that I'm going to tell you, plus a whole lot more. So you will start to see your notice come in the mail. If you haven't gotten it, you will get it. It will give you your new proposed value for taxes. It will also ask a question on that form of if you bought a house in the last year, what you paid for it. Please understand, you do not need to disclose that, especially if the amount is higher than what they're raising your taxes to. So very important for that piece of information, because we are a non-disclosure state, so you're not required to do that. Here are some things that you want to do. A, you need to get that in and returned, I think, before the end of May to be able to file a protest. You can either do the protest yourself or you can hire a company, but the protest needs to be turned in. I'm going to give you some options as a referral to some companies that do tax protesting. I use a company myself, or you can go do it yourself. It's actually not hard. It's just putting all your information together and a little bit of time to be better prepared. Which one works best? Hiring a company or doing it yourself? You know, it's really 50-50 on that. So I don't have a precise answer to that. Why is it also important to have your exemptions filed? Because that affects how much your taxes get raised, and you get taxed on that raise with your exemptions. The most important one of all is the homestead exemption. You can now file for that at any time. You don't have to wait until January of the year, January after the year you bought. So please get those homestead exemptions filed if you hadn't done that. And here's why. The homestead exemption will cap out what they can raise your taxes on in one given year. And that's only by 10%. So instead of going all the way to $50,000, they can only tax you on that 10% of that $50,000 added to that versus the whole amount. So make sure that you've done your homestead exemptions. Make sure that you turn in your form and protest and get that acknowledged and received. Here are some things that you can do to help you on your protest. If you have anything that is unkept, unsightly, have a 20-year-old roof, have a 15-year-old HVAC system, or a fence that could really stand replacing, get photos of those things and make that as part of your argument of why your house is not worth what they think because you have deficiencies. So list all the deficiencies. In addition to that, if you need new flooring or other things, everything you can think of as a deficiency, list. Then in addition to that, you might want to get on the tax site and look at some of your neighbors and see if there's some disparity in how they are assessing your neighbors compared to you. So it's good to do both of those, and then you can always contact us if you would like to get an updated market analysis of your home. We would be glad to provide that to you. And then most importantly, what most people do not know is you want an evidence package, and you want to request that from the appraisal district on how they are arriving at their assessment on your property. And just so you know, there was House Bill 201 that was passed several years ago that states they must give that to you. They also have different rating systems for your home, and you need to see if the rating system that they have is actually accurate or needs to be changed. If you have smaller square footage than what your tax record has, you're also going to want to tell them that. And I've already talked to you about pictures, Google Earth, satellite view of your house. They do look at satellite as well. They don't always pay attention to it, but if you back up to things that might be a deterrent, use that in your protest as well. We are going to send you all of this out. Please click the PDF and download it. It's for your use, and we're always here to help you. I am not a tax expert by any means. I can only help you with the real estate part of it, and I can only give you some advice on places to go to help get more information to help you do a successful protest. Give us a call if we can help you with anything. That's what we're here for. 210-305-5665. I'm Missy Stegers, broker owner of M. Stegers Realty Partners and team leader of the Missy Stegers team, bringing you this important message.